Well, hey, welcome back to the North Florida Sports Network. Coming up on today's show, we're going to do a little Miami talk as our show Miami contributor Justin's going to hop in. We're going to talk about all the football. We're going to put a bow on Miami's regular season on the football field. We'll talk a little bit of Dolphins, and then we're going to get ready for, what's the real season down in Miami, basketball season. So let's get it started. All right. Happy Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. There's going to be rankings tonight. We haven't done a Miami show in a while, and Miami, they won last week. They played Friday against Boston College, finished out the season with a winning record. We got Justin on with us. What's up, man?
Oh, man. I'm still burping up Thanksgiving leftovers, man.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Oh my God. I'm debating on not putting this show up on YouTube because my face is so fat.
No, dude, it works for Levitard, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's some gravy. I mean, this year in particular, my Thanksgiving meals were just on point. On point. I mean, it's one of the best meals I've ever had, hands down. Nice. And like usually you're like, oh yeah, everything was nice, everything was good, but this year, man, it was.
Mine awesome. Actually went the exact opposite. Dude. My mom overcooked the turkey. So
no, we had a Griswold turkey.
Yeah, dude, it was dry as hell. All the sides were great, but the dry turkey. I mean, you can't have a dry turkey on Thanksgiving.
Well, Miami football's turkey this season wasn't completely dry, as they got a little sauce on it at the end there. You liked what I did there?
Yeah, it was like a deep fried turkey that you left in the fryer 5 minutes too long.
It's got good flavor, man. It's like, ooh, man, this could have been good.
Yeah, it was almost there, man. Almost.
This could have been a good turkey. But what'd you like finishing out the season on the road? You beat Miami better than Florida State. I mean, you beat Boston College better than Florida State did.
Oh, there's that's an old throwback to the Big East.
Oh, I know. I that's what I was.
The hell out of BC. Man.
Oh yeah, I remember, and that's not an easy place to play. I remember Ed Reed having that big return back about 20 years ago or so.
Dude, that's probably my favorite football watching memory with my dad is watching that game.
All right, well. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when BC, remember when they're driving down the field, me and my dad are sitting there hammered drunk and just angry beyond belief until the tip pass. Then we start jumping up and down, dude. We're dropping beer bottles and smashing them on the living room floor, hugging each other as Ed Reed is running down the sideline. Man, greatest football memory with my dad.
Well, TVD had his last memory in a Canes uniform. I mean, it went out on a winning side, but he has entered the transfer portal. What are your initial thoughts there?
I mean, as much as I spent the last 2 years just ripping TVD to shreds, I'll look back on the TVD years kind of fondly. Because the 2 years ago TVD was so much fun.
Yeah.
I kind of let him slide on last year's disaster, due to injury and Josh Gaddis. And this year was really up and down for TVD. When he was on like the Texas A&M game, the Louisville game he was on, and he was on point. He was on point again in the Boston College game. Now, granted, the running game carried us against BC, and the defense looked great again. But yeah, I am going to be kind of sad to see TVD go on one level, because it'd be nice to have an experienced quarterback that does have the potential to light it up. But I'm also ready to see Emory Williams.
Yeah. Tyler Van Dyke, for everyone who doesn't know what we're talking about. TVD.
And I think he's got a shot depending on where he goes. I already know where he needs to go.
Where's that?
He needs to go to SMU and hook back up with Rhett Lashley.
Oh my! Florida State plays at SMU next year.
Oh God, he really needs to go now. Give me TVD, Jalen.
That's a portal combat. That's what I'm trying to get. That's what it's about to be, man. I think Miami will be in that market as well. Do you think they'll be in the transfer portal looking?
You have to be nowadays.
I think Florida State will as well.
Yeah, I mean, like even Alabama and teams like that need to be looking in the portal.
Yeah,
because I mean, you look at someone like, and this is what my hope is for TVD, is something like a Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, nobody would know who he was had he not left Arizona State. Now he's going to win the Heisman and be.
Man, you had Jaden Daniels and Johnny Wilson on that Arizona State team. Herm Edwards.
Yeah. We wouldn't know who either one of those guys were if they had not hit the portal.
Yeah.
And so maybe TVD hits the portal. I think SMU is the no doubt spot for him to go to reconnect with Lashley and have Jalen Knighton as his running back. And that SMU team is fun. The way they just throw the ball all over the field, put points up on the board. It'll be like TVD 2 years ago if he's at SMU.
Man, I think that might be true. I know we predicted Duke quarterback Riley Leonard to go to Notre Dame. That's what we predicted like a couple shows ago.
Hopefully that goes better than Sam Hartman's stint at Notre Dame.
Yeah. Oh, they sent. Although I mean, it worked well for him, and he got another year to spend at Notre Dame. Probably got paid, but yeah, they didn't get the wins that they thought they would get.
The first couple of games of the season, man, I was getting worried about Notre Dame. Like I thought with Hartman that they were going to be top 5.
Yeah. Well, you got the Dolphins. They played Black Friday this Thanksgiving against the Jets. They got the win. Couple picks from Tua.
And they were bad picks too.
Yeah.
But Tua, I've noticed this season, man, Tua's got a tendency is like every 20 to 25 throws, he's going to try and thread the needle into triple coverage. And you'll just look like, what the hell was he thinking when somebody gets those picks? Like it's something you almost got to put up with, kind of like a Brett Favre scenario where it seems like Tua's always going to try and squeeze the ball in, and he doesn't have the arm strength to do it, but he's got the accuracy, so he always tries.
Yeah.
So I think that it's just going to be baked into the cake with Tua is he's going to have a high interception count every year. Not like crazy high, but it's always going to be something. You just got to hope he doesn't throw them in inopportune times. And as much as I enjoyed the BC beatdown, there's nobody I enjoy beating down in the NFL more than the goddamn Jets.
Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to make it back this year. So I hope they need to lose as much as possible.
Of course he is, dude, because he doesn't take big pharma products.
Yeah. Well, we got I know you're excited about the hoops, Miami basketball in the top 25 and top 10? What are
top
they?
Top 10, my man.
Top 10, yeah. Right up there. Preseason, got to be right up there with Duke in the ACC.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait till our first matchup with Duke.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to? They're on the court tonight in the SEC ACC Challenge. They're taking on Kentucky. That's going to be a good matchup. It's
going to be a lot of fun, man. Kentucky's only loss was a close loss to number 1 Kansas this year.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm looking at Kentucky, they are very backcourt heavy. Like it's all small forwards and guards that get all their points. They like to shoot it around, spread it around, kind of like a Golden State style offense. which actually works well for Miami in the matchup because of Miami's defensive style. If you're going to be swinging the ball around and passing it around, Miami's going to be in those passing lanes all day long, getting turnovers. That's what we do best defensively.
Okay.
And they don't have a guy that can stop Omir down low.
Omir, goodness gracious. Nightmare.
That's right. He's back.
He's back. Tell us more about Miami's roster this year.
Well, here's some for all my specific fans that tune in just for my brilliant analysis. You'll recognize some of these names from last year. Obviously, you got Omir, who's averaging 16 points and 9 boards a game, which is a step up points wise for him. Poplar right now is our leading scorer, who was our 3-point shooter off the bench last year. And Poplar's averaging 18 a game. I expected Pack to be the point leader.
Right.
But Poplar's stepping up in his new role as a starting shooting guard. And then the next two scorers we got, again in the backcourt, Nigel Pack at 16 a game, and then your boy, Cleveland.
Oh, they're not mine. How's he doing?
Dude, he's averaging almost 17 a game.
Oh man, they're deep.
So, like here, our starting lineup with the stats, you got Poplar at guard with 18 points, Cleveland at guard with 16.8, so 17. Pack right at 16, Omir right at 16, and then Joseph. A guy that came off the bench a lot last year, also averaging 11.5. And those are outside of Cleveland. Those are all guys back from last year's squad.
Wow!
So this is an experienced team that can shoot the ball, that will get after it on defense for Coach Larrañaga. And it should be a lot of fun tonight. And what's really good for old heads like me is the game tips off at like 7. So it'll be over at like 8:45. So I can go to bed at a decent hour.
Basketball season is underway. I know Florida State takes on Georgia tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. Miami basketball, the Heat look pretty good so far.
Yeah, if we could just stay healthy, man. Butler's been banged up. Hero as always, has been a little banged up. Bam is playing so far the best basketball of his career. He's scoring more points. He's affecting the game a lot. Obviously he's doing his rebounding, blocking, his awesome screen game. But he's scoring more points. He's finally starting to hit that like 18-foot jumper with a little more consistency. And Duncan Robinson's added to his game too, which he really needs to, because now he's really worked on his ball handling skills. So it's crazy to see a little white guy out there, Duncan Robinson, that can put it on the floor and get past people now.
He started, I think after that little slump he had when he got in the playoffs last year, you could see him take a mental hurdle. He broke through a wall of his career, and he's going to be dangerous because he's got that stroke.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
He started driving the ball to the hole, like definitely. Remember in the playoffs last year, he really stepped up when they needed him. He would take the ball to the hole. I mean, everybody would close out on him fast because of his shot, and he had to learn that. He had to get that in his game, and he's got it now, and it's just made him so much more confident as a player.
Oh yeah, no, because now you can't just come bum rush him at the 3-point line.
It's going to open up his shot even more. So
exactly, man. He's going to start earning that $17 million we signed him for a couple years ago.
Well, Miami, what is that? 7-5.
Yep, 7-5. Which
is that what you predicted?
Exactly what I predicted.
Yep, Miami contributor Justin, right on the nose. A bowl game though. A bowl game. What bowl would you like to see your Canes in?
Not the Sun Bowl. Because we go to that freaking Sun Bowl in El Paso all the damn time, dude. And I do not want to go to the Sun Bowl at all. Yeah. I'd like to see a good matchup. I'm trying to think of some teams that are around us. Crap. What's the word? Not schedule, not ranking. Record wise. There you go. There's the word. Yeah. Record wise. Like what could be a fun one would be maybe Miami USC. That would be one that would draw some eyes if I'm a TV network. I'm trying to get 7-5 Miami, 8-4 USC.
Oh, there you go.
That'll draw big TV ratings. And USC's defense is terrible. So that would be a fun one. I mean, Caleb Williams won't play. But really, for Miami to win, whoever we play against, we need to get a team in the bowl that can't stop the run. Because Emory Williams is hurt, TVD's in the portal. That means Ja'Curry Brown's starting in the bowl game.
Yes, sir. It's going to be that season where you're really just not seeing the team that earned the bowl spot. You got a bunch of guys that are going to transfer. Like if you're not, so a lot of teams that, if you don't make the playoff, they're going to not play in their bowl game. That's that type of season.
Yeah, Cam Kinchins, I'd be shocked if he plays in the bowl game. James Williams probably won't play in the bowl game.
Right.
TVD obviously won't play in the bowl game, but I really think a lot of our other guys, based on the youth that we have, and the older guys like Colby Young and Jacoby George, they're not solidified in where they may get drafted, so they might come out and play to put some more tape out there.
Yep. Well, Justin, I appreciate you coming on. It's that basketball season, so we'll probably be hearing from you a lot more.
Yeah, finally, man, we'll get into the real season that matters at UF.
Yep. But we still got the rankings coming up tonight. We'll talk about that probably tomorrow. I got to get going to Metro. If you're by the area and you come by the Metro Deli and you show them that you subscribe to the North Florida Sports Network adding YouTube, you get a free cookie. That's right. Limit 100. So get down there. Show
you can make 100 alt YouTube accounts and get 100 free cookies.
There you go, man. That's right. Chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin. I mean, white macadamia. They're all good. My favorite's oatmeal raisin, though. I mean, can't beat it. Can't beat the food there either. All right, Justin, I appreciate you coming on. We got a show tomorrow. We'll talk about the rankings that are coming out tonight. So we'll talk to you next time right here on the North Florida Sports Network.
We had to go. Our ride was here. We got a shuttle to our